How to skip this subject? এই যে মাঝখানে এই আঙুলটা দিয়ে প্রেস করো। আমি এতক্ষণে শিখে ফেললাম, তুমি শিখে
To prove your listening. In this video, I'm going to share with you the technique I use to improve my listening. This technique works, and I wish I had known this technique a lot sooner because it's easy to do and very effective.
Please silence.
So let's get started. First, let's talk about why most people fail to improve their listening. Improving your listening skills takes time. It's a long-term process, but most people forget that, or they just don't know. So when they practice listening, they use methods that are inconvenient, something that is not easy to do. So it's impossible for them to continue doing it for a long time. As a result, most people quit before they get any results. But how do I know this? Well, I know this because I have made the same mistake. I have tried several methods that were inconvenient, like watching the same movie twice, with subtitles first and then without subtitles. That was so boring, so I quit after the fourth movie. I also tried listening and then writing down what I heard, but that was too much work and I was too busy. So let's take this back to you. How do you make sure that you don't fail like I did? Well, if you want to succeed, the method you use must be convenient. It must be easy to do. If it's not, you will probably quit before you see an improvement. So let me share with you the most convenient way to improve your listening. It's very simple. There are only two steps that you need to take. Here's the first step. Download a lot of listening materials to your phone or MP3 player. Now, the best listening materials are the ones where people are just talking naturally. They're just having real conversations. When you use this kind of materials, you are listening to a lot of common everyday words that people use in real life. Now don't worry, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a resource you can go to download this kind of materials for free. So that's the first step. The next step is very important. Do not miss this step. The next step is to listen to the materials. But here's the key. Do not do it in your free time. Instead, do it when you are already doing something else. Something that doesn't require much of your attention. Listen to the materials while commuting, while waiting in line, while exercising, and so on. Use those times to practice listening so that you don't have to spend extra time. Now, why do we have to do this? Well, the reason is that we want to make it convenient. When it's easy to do, you are likely to do it for a long time. And if you do it long enough, your listening skills will definitely improve. Now let me show you something that might shock you. Let's compare this technique with watching movies, which is how many people improve their listening. If you start using this technique today, and if you do it for 30 minutes per day, 1 year from now, you will have listened to 10,950 minutes of real English conversations. That's a lot of listening. And because you're not doing it in your free time, the amount of extra time spent is zero. That's awesome. Now, what about watching movies? Well, first of all, in a movie, there isn't a conversation or a dialogue in every part, right? If you watch an action movie, for example, you might see a fight scene, an explosion, a car chase scene, and so on. So let's say that on average, the length of a movie is 100 minutes. 50% of those are conversations. The rest is something else. If you watch 4 movies a week or 208 movies a year, in 1 year you will have listened to 10,400 minutes of fake English conversations. Now here's the worst part. Because each movie is 100 minutes long, this method requires you to spend as much as 20,800 minutes of your free time. That is really, really sad. Now let's compare the two methods side by side. Now I have a question for you. If you use this technique instead of watching movies, and you save over 20,000 minutes per year, how would you spend these 20,000 minutes? Reading English books to increase your vocabulary, practicing speaking, or something else? Leave a comment and let me know. So now you know the power of this technique. Let me repeat something important. This is a long-term process. It takes time, so please be patient. Fortunately, now you know this technique, so I know that you will succeed. Okay, now it's time for me to share some listening materials with you. But first, I want to ask you a favor. It took me several days to create this video and find some materials for you. If you find this video useful, take a few seconds and share it with one English learning community. You will not only help them, but help me also. And then, just click here to get some free listening materials.
Done? So, what did you learn from it? What did you feel? Did you hear about it accurately? Okay, so what did you understand from this video? Okay, so for example, people actually are supposed to tell you or suggest you that watch movies, watch something else to improve your listening, but it's actually kind of wasting your time, rather it's executing your time. Right, so what you have to do, that is, you can download some listening materials, for example podcast or radio. So you can listen to radio or podcast every day, like for example you are waiting for the bus, or you are sitting in the bus and you are going somewhere. Okay, so you are just listening to it, you are not that much conscious, or also you are not wasting your free time as well. In the free time you can read books, you can, what is this? Stop kore dibe. So okay, so what is this? That is, you have to execute your time very properly. You should not spend, or you should not waste your time in just some random movies. You can watch movies at your free time, that's no problem, but you cannot always rely on watching movies to learn listening. Okay, what else you can do? That is, you can read books, English books, that is kind of basic English books, for example story books, something like that. If you go to Nilkhet, you can find enormous number of English books that does not require a large amount of words or difficult words. It might be easier for you, so you have to find out the easy books so that you can start from the scratch, right? Next is listening power. So how would you actually be accumulated or accustomed to listening to English? You have every day you make a habit of listening. How? To listen the podcast, to listen anything which is in English, but not necessarily it should be from movies or something like entertaining videos. Okay, it should not be from entertainment videos. It can be from some informative session. For example, you are learning some materials or some topics of CSE. So search on YouTube and find an English tutor who is actually delivering the lecture in English about that particular CSE topic. I don't know, for example programming or any kind of coding. I don't know, I really don't know. So I'm just saying you that just listen to that. You are actually both focused on your main topic and as well as your English as well. You are improving English, so you know how to deliver a particular topic. Next day you can also make a speech to your classmate that yes, I have learned this thing, I have learned about Python, and let me describe it in English. So you can also choose your English speaking partner and you can practice it, right? So this is the very important thing, to listen or improve your listening so that you can be a better listener, a better English speaker. So the way I say that the more you listen to, the better you can speak. If you don't listen, you just say that ma'am, I have a trouble with speaking, or I don't know how to speak. I know many things, but I cannot figure out how to deliver my way of understanding or whatever it is. Why? Because you are not accustomed to listening. You are not actually getting to hear English a lot. Way lot better your Bangla. For example, you are learning Bangla just by listening without having any conscious mind, right? So this is the main problem. Okay, so in the last class we have discussed paragraph writing, right? So in this for the final exam we are going to cover paragraph writing, essay writing and email. In the next class what I will do, that is I'll come up, I didn't know that Google is not working on this TV, so I had no idea. Next class I will actually bring out some listening materials. You will be listening to that, you will be also answering some questions. So it's like a practice session in the classroom, and there will be a kind of class test on listening, okay, and that would be counted as your 10 marks, right? And for the final, that means for the final written exam, you will be having this syllabus: paragraph, essay and email, okay. Also there will be some speaking session as well. We will be practicing speaking, okay. Today we are going to practice some speaking, right? So I'll be giving speaking part shesh, but I have to continue the practice of speaking. It doesn't, the course is still going on now, it's not finished, so why would I stop it? The more you can practice, the more you can, you know, have this betterment, okay. So let's choose a topic. How to improve the digital system in education. This is going to be your speaking topic. I am giving you 10 minutes to think about it, then you'll come here, stand here and give a 2 minutes presentation. Yeah. There is no duster, no? নাম্বারের কথা, যেহেতু আপনার নাম্বার ছাড়া মোটিভেশন হন না, সো মোটিভেশন দিয়ে দিই। আপনারা যদি এখানে দাঁড়িয়ে কথা বলেন, ওটার উপর একটা ক্লাস পারফরমেন্সের মার্কস আমি দিব, কিন্তু সেটা কোথায় দিব, কীভাবে দিব সেটা বলবো না, কিন্তু ইউ হ্যাভ টু ফেস ইট। How to improve the digital system in education? Please take 10 minutes and then think about it and then come here, stand and give a 2 minutes presentation. You just have to focus only to how to the ways to improve digital system in education, nothing like that. You don't have to give any particular introduction about what is digital system or something like that. You are just going to narrate the ways to improve, okay, techniques to improve. You don't have to write it anything, but yes, you can make some points so that you can introduce that, okay. I'm not going to check your notebook, but you can make some points. You don't have to write down the whole speech. If you write the whole speech and come with it, bring with it here, then I'll give you negative marking. You have to deliver a spontaneous speech. Buchen? Buchen nai? 100% বুঝেন নাই? আচ্ছা। কেউ কোনো স্পিচ লিখবেন না। You are not going to give being a host. হোস্টরা অনেক সময় লিখে রাখে, আপনারা তো হোস্ট না। So just পয়েন্টগুলো লিখতে পারেন so that you can remember the points. Attendance দিয়েছেন? মইনুল, sorry, Mainul. Who is Mainul? You? Okay. Bah. Bhaloi. Yes. Can you please hold this so that everybody can be recorded? Yes, please silence and listen to him. Yeah, start.
Basic কিছু পয়েন্ট আমি কিছু বলবেন মেবি
ম্যাম পয়েন্টগুলো দেখে বলা যাবে?
Yeah.
Okay. To improving the digital system in education, we can follow few small things. Like in the all school, colleges and university, we must have the internet access and computers. By this way, a student can easily explore the new things and learn in enjoyable methods. And the second thing is the teacher should be trained that they can the teachers must ensure that they can use the tools effectively so that they can give the best output to their students. And thirdly, we make few
Stand straight. Yeah.
okay. Thirdly, we must develop few fun and third, we must develop few games and apps so that our students can learn in different way, like using the apps as this is a digital system.
And then they can enjoy learning.
And they can enjoy learning. The main thing is that if we came out from the as usual educational system and using the apps or website whatever we want, we can easily learn in these new methods, and as these methods are new, so we can eagerly use these methods, and these are more enjoyable than the traditional methods. So by using those easy or simple steps, we can also improve the education quality.
Very good. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next one is Ryan. Who is Ryan? Please hand over this.
আসো ভাই আমার তোমার কপালেই ছিল
আর টাইম লাগবে
What did you write in your book? Just the points. Okay, yeah, start. Everyone, please be silent. You are carrying too much burden in your hands.
আমি হচ্ছে কনফিউজড আর
Confused. Okay, just deliver whatever comes to mind. No problem.
So we already have a digital system already integrated into our education already, but there is still a lot of ways that needs to be improved in our digital in our education. So firstly, we can what we can do is basically that we can create a customized application for the students that can create a profile for a student, so that the student can have a personalized learning environment. For instance, a student might be struggling in another some of the topic that needs to be one might not know. So another additional resource can be triggered to backfill their bad knowledge. Again, another students might need knows all those basic knowledge, but so they might need to devote more time into their in other courses instead. So again, there is also we can also make it application more like gamified, so the students can be very interested and devote their time into studying. For instance, we can give them scores or badges to inspire them, to motivate them to do a lot better. And keep them interested in educations. Also, in case of like real-time feedback can help the students a lot more, because real-time feedback gives our students give them a real-time like the results of what he needs to be improved.
Boost their confidence.
Boost their confidence and things.
Okay, no problem.
Of course, the digital system can help the student track their progresses, like how much progress have they been in and where they're going, what they are, so they can know what path they should take, what's best for their career, which can be a very useful thing as well. Then they can also have self-paced learning. They can customize their own time management, like when they feel comfortable, when they are very performing well in what time. We can make their things in our integrate in our digital system in our for education. That's all.
Thank you so much. Take a deep breath before you start to present. Okay, next time. Take a deep breath and relax. It's not like always, making it quick. Your presentation was quite impressive, but just you are kind of having this hassle with your voice and feeling confused. But just be confident and just deliver your speech. You have to be vocal enough. Yeah, stage fright, no problem. You'll overcome with it. Thank you. Have a clap for him at least. Manuel's জন্য একটা clap করে দাও. Okay, Maliha. 216. Yes. একটু ক্যামেরাটা ফেস করো and take this. আমি তো ক্যামেরার পিছনে চলে গেছিলাম দূর করে।
Okay, our topic is how to improve our digital system in education. We know our country is digital. We say that our country is digital country, but it is not for every sites. We can sectors, and we can say if we should improve our digital system in education. We can say some points that government needs to improve affordability of digital resource, digital skills acquisition and empowerment for schools, teachers and students, digital literacy awareness, e-learning and virtual reality. Here we can say government should take some steps for improving our digital education, like they can access their students like e-learning by e-learning. Then government can try to improve our teachers and students skills, how to learn, how they can learn our digital components or whatever. Then we can say digital
we can improve our digital literacy awareness.
How it is relevant to the
Literacy, like our old teachers, they are not used to these modern technologies. Government can train them to improve our digital education. Then thank you miss.
অনেক নার্ভাস ছিলাম, মনে হচ্ছে ছেড়ে দে মা কেঁদে বাঁচি।
Okay, so next one is Kona. Who is Kona? You? Yes, come. Whatever came to you, just deliver. Hurry up, hurry up. No, then you will get negative marking. Negative marking করবো? নো আপনার সাহস থাকতে হবে। সাহসের জন্য এমনও হতে পারেন যে ভালো একটা মার্কিং পেয়েও যেতে পারেন। অ্যান্ড আই এম হেল্পিং অলসো, আই এম নট গিভিং ইউ এনি নেগেটিভ ইমপ্রেশন। কাম হেয়ার। পিছনের লাস্ট বেঞ্চ। What did you research about? Okay, just briefly explain that. Okay, just deliver how you would want to. Start. Try your best. This is your learning platform. I'm helping you, so it's not about কেন এভাবে কি বলা যায় না যে these are the techniques I've got so far, the first technique or first way is to, তার মানে ফুল সেন্টেন্স বলা, আর তো কিছু না, বলো স্টার্ট। আমি তো সব বলেই দিলাম কীভাবে বলতে হবে, স্টার্ট করো। নাও এটা নাও,
কিভাবে কি বলবো আমি সেটা বুঝতে।
আচ্ছা দাও আমি দেখাচ্ছি, তুমি ধরো এটা, দাও এটা আমাদের। ওকে, so first one we have said that digital system in education is expensive learning where the wealthy have this wealthy means wealth, okay, rich people have this access and those from middle and low income backgrounds do not have. So the things we can do to improve the digital system, that is we can have improved accessibilities and access, we can have personalized learning approaches, then we can have hey, why this noise? Yeah, start.
All the best.
দেখে বলবো।
Yeah, let me see how I
The topic is how to improve the digital system in education. Can I improve that? Improve accessibility as access. Can I improve personalized learning approach? And can I improve virtual reality? Or can I improve?
we can improve. Yes, we can improve virtual reality.
Then we can improve that security access digital and we can improve the teaching digital citizenship and we can improve that big data.
That's it. Thank you. Have a round of applause.
Dhruvo. Constant. Where is the constant? Yes. Start.
পয়েন্ট আকার বলতে হবে।
Just your presentation. Point to obviously আপনি বলবেন।
How to improve the digital system in education? First of all, one line.
Do not face me. Face your classmates.
Online learning is a good process to student helps in their study. Online learning in our country is already improved,
but there are some
Don't talk
sites.
behind.
Sorry, online learning in our country is already digitalized, but this can improve to smart online learning. There are many online learning systems like 10-minute school, Cyphers, and many other things in our country. So, improved virtual. Now, the second part is virtual reality.
Then
Third part is cloud-based learning opportunities to the students.
okay. Then
Security access digital device. The fourth part is teaching digital citizenship. Our teachers are already
why are you talking?
in our country. Our teachers are already not used to digital learning system.
Okay, thank you. What's your name? Abir, 4-6.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, start.
Hello everyone. Today's topic is how to improve the digital education system of our country. We are already living in a digital country, and we are also experiencing the digitalization of education. But most of the people of our country can't afford it or can't get the accessibility to the digital educational system. So we have to make sure that they can get access to digital education system so that they can improve and experience more in his life or their life. There are some problem in our country like internet problem. We have to make sure that in everywhere we can get a proper internet connection so that they can learn digitally through cloud materials or else. In our country, most of the people are poor. They can't afford a digital system to get a digital educational system. So we have to make more affordable for those people. For that they can afford it and experience and take benefits of a digital educational system. There are some sites in our country like 10-minute schools. They are trying hardly to make sure that everyone can get a digital educational system. So we have to give praise to them and do more charitable works to reach the digital materials to the village or more poor children so they can learn digital education and more. Yes, we can improve some things like there are in upgraded countries they use virtual reality to teach students more efficiently. So we can improve in that case and we can integrate virtual reality through some device to educate our children or our students to make them properly educated and make more experienced.
Okay, I think you should wrap up. Thank you.
Thank you.
আপনি দিবেন. What's your name? I like that this effort. Minhaj. This one also. ঠিক আছে. Yeah, start.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Minhaj. Today's topic is how to improve the digital system in education. Though the digitalization have started in our country a long time ago, but we are not actually having all the facilities in rural areas. So we can improve the infrastructure and We can include infrastructure and devices to establish a digital environment in those rural areas and have a higher speed connection, internet connection, so that we can conduct classes and sessions properly. And we can also improve our interactive learning platforms so that the students can learn their education, or the student can learn with fun. We can improve our education, our open educational resources, so that anywhere any student can access it and use it as their guide or any need of their studies. We can, though it's costly too much, but we can use virtual reality so that student can improve their imagination. AI in education is now helping us so much so that we can find any solutions or answers so fast. That's all from me.
Okay. Obaidul, 81. Yes. Sorry?
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Everyone please listen. Mainul Shoja.
Today our topic is how to improve the digital system in education of our country. So first of all, as far as we know, our country already improved in education. So digital simulation model, digital simulation and models.
Try করো। Try your best. কিছু তো চিন্তা করেছো তাই না? এতক্ষণ বসে তো
চিন্তা করছি।
কিছু তো চিন্তা করেছো নাকি? That you deliver. Right, please.
Tradition.
Naimul, 49. Sorry, সবাইকে বাম হাতে দিচ্ছি।
Assalamu alaikum everyone. So the first confusion was how to improve the digital system in education. But for my understanding, I think the question should be how to improve the education by using digital system. So everyone mentioned kind of like same thing, like online education. I'm using Google, YouTube. But I have 3 points to say to everyone. The first point is we can use authentic and authorized service, and then we can educational institute can use the plagiarism detecting services, and from using digital assessment, and it should be free for everyone. And the second point is we can adapt new technologies every time a new technology comes. The third thing is educational institute can set up advanced technology to caught cheaters in the exam hall, so that only deserving students will get their desired results. And nowadays we can use chatbots. Yeah, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. So nowadays we can use chatbots to get the solution of our answers so easily, like ChatGPT and like other platforms. So that's it from my side. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Alamin. Alamin. You are Alamin. 60. Yeah. 60. Dissection. Huh? কেন? কে মনে হয় ভালো এখানে? কে মনে হয় একেবারে স্কলার হয়ে গেছে?
এখনো ওইভাবে বিষয়টা বুঝতে নিতে পারিনি, সো মেবি স্কিপ করা সবথেকে বেটার।
নেক্সট টাইম আমি কিন্তু আর কনসিডার করব না।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম, এইবারের মতো, কারণ অনেকদিন পরে ক্লাস করছি।
হ্যাঁ, এই জন্যই। এখানে দুইজন আশরাফ আছে, আশরাফ আর আশরাফুল। কাকে ডাকবো? 86 আসেন। such a blind selection. আসেন আসেন আস্তে আস্তে 5টা বেজে যাবে।
না দিলে হয় না,
না দিলে হয় না
এইটে
কি এটা না সাউন্ডটা যাক।
Good afternoon everyone. The digital system in education means the ingenious use of digital technologies and tools throughout teaching and learning is frequently known as technology enhanced learning. So now I'm going to present some points that will help to improve the digital system in education. Governments needs to improve their affordability to buy digital resources. We have about 116 million people in our country, but there are so many people that don't have to afford buy some digital technologies device. So government should take some step to down rises the prices of digital technologies. Here are some of the next point of mine is the empowerment for schools, teachers and students that will help to improve our digital system in education. And the next topic of mine and the most important I think the local language content in educational system. We have so many students those who follow YouTube videos and so many educational topic that we can find in our local language. So if we have our local language content on every site, student will easily understand the topic and help their skill upgrading. And my last topic is the opportunities of learner, those who with disabilities. Thank you.
Thank you so much, it's quite good.
Okay, Yusuf 14.
Assalamu alaikum. Here are some few points to how to improve the digital system in education. All the students and teachers should have access to the high quality resources such as computer, laptops, tablets and other digital devices. The internet plays important crucial role in the digital system in education. So everyone should have access to high speed internet. The digital system should be user friendly. So whenever a new technology comes in the market, everyone can learn it faster and effectively. The teachers should be well trained on how to create high quality contents. So high quality contents for the students. In the end, the feedback from the teachers and students should be taken from their experience and track their progress, so it can be improved further. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for the nice cooperation and also you have done really well. It's kind of আপনাদের অবশ্যই next class it's already 5.